Welcome back to Deck Officer Training. In this video, we will be covering Rule 7, Risk of Collision. Rule 7 states, A. Every vessel shall use all available means appropriate to the prevailing circumstances and conditions to determine if risk of collision exists. If there is any doubt, such risk shall be deemed to exist. B. Proper use shall be made of radar equipment if fitted and operational, including long-range scanning to obtain early warning of risk of collision, and radar plotting or equivalent systematic observation of detected objects. C. Assumptions shall not be made on the basis of scanty information, especially scanty radar information. D. In determining if risk of collision exists, the following considerations shall be among those taken into account. 1. Such risk shall be deemed to exist if the compass bearing of an approaching vessel does not appreciably change. 2. Such risk may sometimes exist even when an appreciable bearing change is evident, particularly when approaching a very large vessel or a tow, or when approaching a vessel at close range. Use all available means. All vessels must use every available tool to assess the risk of collision. This includes sight and hearing, radar, and AIS. Prevailing circumstances and conditions. Use methods appropriate to the current situation. Clear weather, visual lookout and bearing checks. Fog, radar, sound signals, reduced speed. Traffic, closely monitoring contacts. Determine if risk of collision exists. Figure out whether your vessel is on a collision course with another or could end up in danger if no action is taken. If there is any doubt, such risk shall be deemed to exist. If you are not sure, assume there is a risk of collision and act accordingly. Proper use shall be made of radar equipment. If your vessel has radar that is operational, you are required to use it, including long-range scanning. Use radar at longer range settings to detect vessels early, monitor approaching traffic, and avoid surprises. Obtain early warning of risk of collision. The aim is to spot potential collision threats as early as possible, giving you more time to act safely. Radar plotting or equivalent systematic observation. You should plot detected targets, manually or electronically, to observe their bearing and range changes and assess if there is a risk of collision. Assumptions shall not be made. Never guess or make decisions based on incomplete or uncertain information. Scanty information. Scanty means limited, unverified, misleading. For example, a single radar echo that has not been tracked. Especially scanty radar information. Be extra cautious with radar as it can show false echoes, may miss small or close-range objects, or give misleading bearings if not calibrated correctly. Always use systematic observation over time to monitor bearing and speed. Use plotting or ARPA tools if available and verify all detections with multiple sources. Part 1. You must assume there is a collision risk when you observe the compass bearing of another vessel remaining constant over time. Part 2. Even if the bearing is changing, you cannot assume you are safe. Large ships and tows have a huge physical size, take up more space, and may not be able to turn or slow down quickly. With these vessels, even a small bearing change might not be enough to avoid a collision, resulting in you having less time to react. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and check out some of our other videos here.